Happy Hump Day, everybody. It's right. That's right. We're middle of the work week where the weekend is plummeting towards us so quickly. And boy, is today a fantastic day because we are talking about the delightful, fantastic, beautiful, stunning movie that is Salaar. And you don't want to miss this buffet of Indian cinema. Oh boy, I am excited. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Previously on the Nerdy Ronin Network.
Happy Hump Day. Oh man. Squeaky, I'm starving. Good thing it's Indian Cinema Buffet Day. I am so hungry. How's everybody doing? Like and subscribe if you haven't already. The week is half over for the most part. And I know you're prepping for the weekend. So like and subscribe. I know you in the back. Hit that subscribe button and hit the like. It lets me know I'm doing a good job. Come on, y'all. In the description down below are links to all our stuff. Our webpage, our merch page, coupon codes that save you a couple dollars on things like coffee, t-shirts, all sorts of stuff. You don't want to miss out. So check it out. It's stuff we use here on this channel in our personal life every single day. So check it out. Look down below. All right, we're going to get into this. Man, okay. So I was fully aware of this movie since it came out on streaming. Because it came out on Netflix. And I pay for the cheapest account you can have on Netflix, which is with ads, specifically so I can watch their Indian cinema because they buy a lot of it. I hate paying for their service. I hate ads. But it's one of only two places you can actually see a huge percentage of Indian cinema that comes out today. Especially if you're in America. So, I was fully aware of this movie. And it was on my list. And I know Bushido Blues even mentioned it to me. He happened to see a trailer for it. And he was like, hey, have you heard about this? I was like, yeah, I have. It's on the list. The only thing that was keeping me from watching it right away was it's a part one. And I am, look, on classic movies, on older movies, when all the parts are out, it's perfectly fine to watch a part one because you can then watch part two and part three and whatever. But when a new movie comes out, like this came out in December, I believe it was, of 2023, unless they did what the Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, the originals, all right, the Swedish ones, unless they do what that trilogy did, which was film all three movies back to back at the same time, so that everybody would look the same throughout all three movies, and then once they got it done, when they're editing them, they edit the first one first, release it, and 6 months later or 3 months later or whatever, release the second one, and then 3 to 6 months later, release the third one, and it's done. And once it's all filmed, the actors can go on their way. Yes, it's tough. But unless you do that, at this point in the movie process, you can be talking 1 to 3 years before you get to see the rest, the sequels. Or the continuation, in this case. This is a part one. I've always hated when they split a movie in two. I get you don't want to show a 6-hour movie. But it's just tough for me. I don't like it. So I had put it off. I'd been waiting. And every couple of days I would look at it and go, oh, I should watch it. And then I had one of the people that follows me on Instagram. And he was like, hey, man. Or no, it's Twitter or X. Whatever you call it. I don't know. I'm not social media genius here. And he was like, hey, you need to watch this movie. Have you seen this? And I was like, man, it is on the list, but I have made a fatal error, y'all. This was so worth it. Look, I gotta tell you, there's a surprise at the end of this for everybody that hates subtitles. So wait till the end. You want to hear this. But let's get into it. Let's look at it, shall we? Salaar, original title, the actual title is Salaar, Ceasefire, Part 1. 2023, 2 hours and 55 minutes. Yes, I hear you. 3 hours, and it's only part 1. Yes, that means we're talking in total about a 6-hour movie. Oh my goodness. It's so worth it. The fate of a violently contested kingdom hangs on the fraught bond between two friends turned foes in this saga of power, bloodshed, and betrayal. Probably the best synopsis I've ever seen on Internet Movie Database. Directed by Prashanth Neel. Written by Sandeep Reddy Bandla, Chowdhury Hanuman, Prashanth Neel. Starring Prabhas, Prithviraj Sukumaran, Shruti Hassan. Sorry, you guys. Alright, let's take it off this. Look, here's the deal. This movie has several negatives that I'm going to cover first because it's got a whole lot of positive. Right? But the negative is the time. It's 3 hours. I get it. And it's only part 1. And my understanding is they're going to try to have part 2 out mid-2025. So, oh my goodness. What I've heard, rumor is they've already started filming and they've got quite a bit of the second one done. And with Indian cinema, you never know. Maybe they do. But I am aware that the main actor in this movie is in the middle of filming a different movie right now. And they're having to wait on him to get done with that. My understanding is it's almost done as well. And the way they work over there, they do a lot in a short amount of time. So maybe we're talking a year before we get the second one, maybe. I don't know. I can always hope that it'll be this December, but I highly doubt it. So that's gone for this one. It's complicated. It's a little confusing in the beginning. I've heard this time when I was looking at this and look at some of the comments about this movie. Some people said it was too complicated to follow at the beginning. And it's true. There's some complicated stuff happening here. But this movie, it's kind of like The Godfather. Like there's a bunch of stuff happening all over the place. And the director and writer has said, in the second one, it'll all tie together perfectly. And I did not have any trouble following it once it gets into gear. The first hour, I was like, what is going on? But it is amazing. It looks stunning. I mean, this is unlike any Indian cinema that I've seen before. It's just out of this world how beautiful it is, and dark and gritty, and just the action scenes are unlike any I've seen in any Indian movies that I've watched. And I've seen some action-packed ones, man. But it was amazing. This guy's unstoppable. Like, I'm pretty sure he'd beat up John Wick. Easily. I'm just saying. I'm upset that I have to wait for the second part of this movie. But I fully understand why. And it ends on a cliffhanger that you're on the edge of your seat. This movie goes all over the place. And it's so worth it. I would watch it. In fact, I may watch it again today. It was amazing. I was on the edge of my seat all the way through. It was delicious. It was probably the most satisfying food I've ever eaten at this buffet. I want this on physical media, my friends. Oh, I'm so frustrated by that. Silly American, right? Why you be a fan? Oh. All right, right at the end of this video, now I'm going to tell you the surprise, okay? Just today, or no, yesterday, or just this week, they released an English version of this on Netflix. That's right. You don't have to read the words. No subtitles. You can watch it in English. And you don't have to tell anybody you were lazy. Don't tell them. Just be like, yeah, I watched the new movie Salaar. It was amazing. They're like, 3 hours of subtitles? I know, right? It was fantastic. This is the second movie released of Indian cinema on Netflix that they've added an English dub that I'm aware of. And it's fantastic because it brings in a whole nother audience. People who aren't secure or able to follow with the subtitles as well as others. So if you can watch it in English, the translation may be a little off, but I mean, it's a dub. What do you expect? But at least you get to hear it in English. So you can just focus on the story and the pictures. Picture book. And the action for sure. Oh man. I can only imagine that part 2 is going to be a slaughter. Like just a slaughter nonstop. That's how it's set up. Oh, I can't wait. Oh man. I'm telling you. All right. Hey, I'm going to let you go. This has been a long one, just like Monday's was. I've got a lot to say. What a great week this is turning out to be. All right. We'll be back on Kung Fu Friday talking about the, let's see which movie it is. Hold on. Let's see. Baby Cart at the River Styx. Continuing our Lone Wolf and Cub journey. Exciting. Second movie in the series. So that's going to be fun. You don't want to miss that. All right. Other than that, have a great week. Have a great weekend coming up. After you watch Friday's video, of course. And we'll see you there. All right, from Michael the Microphone, Bob, Squeaky Chair in the back, and this Salaar loving nerd. We'll see you on Friday.